learn how to tie a belt. Now there are so many different ways that you can tie your belt. These are the main two that we like to use here at the dojo. I'm going to show you guys my favorite first. It's a lot easier than the other one, and it keeps your belt off the ground so it doesn't really touch. So I have my belt here. What I did is I folded it in half various times. So if I unravel my belt, I fold it in half once, fold it in half twice, fold it in half 3 times. Now what I'm going to do is take the top part of the belt, and I'm going to bring that behind my back and grab only that part. So now I have the bunch in my left hand and I have the single one in my right hand. So all I'm going to do is just bring the single one around till I have about this much hanging. Then I take the rest of the belt, wrap it around, and bring it back to the front. Now when I'm back to the front, my belt should be stacked. So it shouldn't be like this. It should all be in one piece. So I take the top one and tuck it under every strand. Not just one, but all of them. So now I have the 2 ends. Now from here, what you want to do is you want to make it even. See, mine's not even, so I'm going to have to readjust this piece here, move it over a little bit. So that's about even. That's pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is, kind of like you're tying a square knot, I'm going to cross them. The one on the bottom stays on the bottom, and I take that bottom one and bring it up through the loop, and you want to make sure you pull sideways. If you pull up and down, you're going to get the bunny ears looking belt. So what I want to do is just pull sideways. Now you should see the knot, just like this. Now, new belts are super stiff. They are going to come untied. Just got to get a little bit of sweat on them, and they'll be good to go. I'm going to show you guys the second way to tie a belt now. The second way to tie the belt is to find the middle. Now what you're going to do is put it in the middle on your belly button. Now, I don't really prefer this way because my belt ends up touching the ground. So when you do it, instead of just doing it like this and letting your belt hang down, I kind of like to grab the ends up like this, so that way it doesn't touch. Now this part, what I'm going to do is bring both my hands behind me, and when I get to here, I'm going to cross them. So one goes under, one goes on top. Now when you cross it, you don't want to cross it like this. You want to try to keep it even. So the one that went under, I'm tucking it underneath the whole way around the belt, and then this one goes back on top. So same thing, now I have one uniform belt. You don't really want your belt to separate like that. So now from here, same thing as before, and make sure it's all tight. Scoot it over a little bit, because this end looks a little small. Now I take that top one, tuck it under, and pull it. Make sure it's nice and even. Make sure it's in the middle of my stomach. Same thing. Top goes on top, bottom goes through the loop, and pull. So that is how you guys can tie your belts at home. Make sure to practice that and get ready to tie your own belt. So no more parents tying your belts for you guys. I'll let you guys be able to do it.